Sir Richard Branson, astronaut. What was the best part of the mission? I know that's a very difficult question to answer, but was there a moment where you realised what was happening?
I've been practicing some words to say to kids down on Earth for some time, and once I'd done those words, just being able to unbuckle and then just take off and look out of these massive windows. Then the spaceship was upside down, and take in the Earth from space. It was something I've dreamt of since I was a kid, and it was completely and utterly awesome. And one of those dreams come true. And I still think that I'm going to wake up any minute, and it was all a dream. It was just extraordinary.
Well, you're here. You did touch back down. You said that the feeling of weightlessness is indescribable, but will you at least have an attempt for me?
It's just the most. It's just incredible. I mean, it wasn't just the sort of floating, but then looking at the other three beneath me, because you are floating as well, and then looking out through these gigantic windows back at this stunningly beautiful Earth below. This, like pristine sky, the strength of the blues and the blacks, and realizing we were in space, and I've never, I've always sort of pictured what it was going to be like. I mean, like the ride up there, the ride back. I never realized that the whole experience was going to be so vivid. Woo!
Yeah. But beyond sort of the satisfaction of your own goals being achieved, what does today symbolize for the company and also for all those children that were present earlier?
Well, look, for the children, we've just got to get building as many spaceships as we can, as fast as we can, so that one day those kids will have the chance to have a similar experience to what I had. And that we will do. We also launched this giant global raffle today, so that two kids for just $10 for a pair of tickets. If they could win the raffle, they can go up. But that money will hopefully enable many people to be able to go up who could never have dreamt of going to space. Sorry, there was a second half to your question.
Well, what does it mean for the company? There was some risk involved. I'm sure that some of your staff looking at me right now were nervous at points.
Well, look, the company's 17 years. They've had a number of flawless flights. They've never had any major technical issues, even in the last 17 years. And this was absolutely and utterly flawless.
My final question, of all the things you've done and achieved in your life, this is probably an easy answer. Where does this one rank?
I'm not going to say it's the culmination of quite a long career, because obviously I'm an optimist, so I'm hoping there will be other wonderful things which will happen in the next, as I say, I'm an optimist, 30 odd years. It's certainly the most extraordinary of everything. And
just to clarify one thing, you said during the press conference that you'd put your family through enough, you had the record for being rescued from the ocean. Does that mean you won't go back up again?
Oh no, look, I'd go up tomorrow now. I mean, I'd love to go up and just not leave my seat, just take in the world, because that is as extraordinary as actually floating around. If I had the opportunity, I would then go up and just float around. So, but I don't want to waste a seat now. I mean, this is now we're going to be opening it up to astronauts who've been waiting, some of them as long as 17 years for their chance. So every seat's going to be very busy. From a few months' time.
And finally, have you a message for Mr. Bezos?
Just to wish him all the best. I mean, and hope he has an extraordinary flight as we have, and I'm sure he will, and the people are with him, and hopefully together we can open space for many people.